Hello again. Here now with, let's see, episode 6. This is episode 6 of season 1, StephA One Woman Show. This is another favorite of mine. It's called Breaking Night. I loved filming this episode. It was a lot of fun. Like I said, I started really getting into, what else I can do with my show and my characters and the editing, and it was really cool, man. If you notice here in the beginning there where it said West 25th Street, Phyllis Gonzalez. Phyllis Gonzalez was like a real good, cool community member. One of the tenants there that lived in our building in 415 there. And she was mad cool, man. She was a nice lady, and they actually got her name up there and, on the street sign. So that's cool. Big ups to Phyllis Gonzalez. So this is Breaking Night, episode 6. It's the reason why it's called Breaking Night. This is where my characters, in this episode here, I hadn't dealt with the nighttime. So now, like they say, freaks come out at night, This is what's going to happen now. It's interesting, too, this picture there, as you can see, there's a picture there behind me. That's me in Orange is the New Black, and then a Daily News article on my Precious role as well. Message! So now you get to really see now that StephA is actually, now StephA is acting. She's really getting roles, and she's really now starting to come into her own, and starting to book work, and she has to do late shoots, sometimes really early morning shoots, whole bunch. So she's telling Mom, please, don't tell Uncle Platoon about my next role, because then he's going to get crazy again. He's going to be like, what is she at now? And it's very protective. This is a lot of fun here. This is actually my mother's place. Really my mother's place. Thanks, Mom. Love you. This is why they're producers on my show. But this is my mother. She's really a good cook. She's a great cook. She has Nidia Carmelas, her catering there. And my mom's always been so supportive, She's always wanted the best for all three of us. But, sometimes she'll, be so excited and forget certain things, So she's checking out StephA's, part now in a new show that StephA's on. This is where you really get to see StephA's doing the role. And then there's a picture of my father and my mother. I love my father, man, I miss him very much. I know he's there always watching us, always guiding us on the right path. Love you, Pops. There's Uncle Platoon coming in looking for food, looking for something. He's like, what's going on? I'm freaking hungry. What's up? Oh, but see, Mom left it on the show. StephA didn't want Uncle Platoon to find out. And this was cool to film this. My brother, I give him cinematography props for helping me film this episode right here with these moments, because these came out cool. This is Steph's undercover detective show that she's done. And we filmed this in the meatpacking district as well. And the music I found on YouTube Audio Library. Look out! She's America! Private Baya. Little tip too, I actually did that once, and I went, and then I did it again. So, doing my own stunts. Look out! She's America! Land of the free! This was fun to do, man. This was mad cool. The meatpacking district was a perfect backdrop for it. StephA's, that it's kind of like a bit of an inspiration too from those films of the Pam Grier films, Coffee and Barbarella, all those different films and those 70s types of films, 60s, 70s. So it's all about sex appeal, I guess, Private Baya coming soon. That was fun. Uncle Platoon's not too pleased. He's like, what is she doing now? What is going on? She thought I wasn't gonna find out? Yeah. So now from last episode 5, So Frita is just heartbroken over not being with Bonnie Day. This is like where she finally gets to get some independence for herself, you know, away from Bonnie Day. It's interesting too, the journal she's writing in, that's me, and the pillow there, that's me as I was a cat one Halloween. My sister took my image for the Revision Apparel line and used it as like inspiration. I got a pillow and a journal. Yay, thank you, Mom. Message. But Frita is just really pent up about what's been going on, and you know, giving Tika aka Sasong, trying to get some advice from her, but you know, to no avail. She's been so pent up, she's ended up every which way she can on the sofa. And Mirepoix, the scarf too, designed by Melanie and Andujar Vision Apparel, my sister. Very Parisian, royal, very Mirepoix. Mirepoix is a model, so she actually gets gigs, you know, she gets photo shoot gigs, which is pretty cool for Mirepoix. Something Sofrita's always kind of wanted to do herself as well, you know. I like that now you're really getting to see personality of Mirepoix, you know, you're getting to see what's going on with her here. She has Dimitri as a photographer. I'll slap you silly. So she can't help but feel a little responsible for, you know, Sofrita feeling the way she is, you know, very down and out and very sad about what's going on. And the artwork back there was actually painted by my brother and myself. My brother's an artist and he's a painter, and he drew the shoe for me that I had wanted, that I found as inspiration. And I painted it there with him and everything. And I painted Believe in Yourself. Painted the flower that's there next to the Believe in Yourself. And of course she gave her a scarf to feel better about herself. And once again, Tika aka Sasong is just chilling there on my shoulder, you know? She's someone to lean on, to cry on, you know? She's like so pent up about what's going on. The bag that Mirepoix has too, I found that I think like a TJ Maxx. Really wasn't a lot of money. I was like so excited. It looked so glamorous, you know? So now she actually tells her, you know what? You can come to the photo shoot. It'll be all good. We'll have a good time. You'll forget about Bonnie Day. You'll start gaining your independence. Like you can do whatever you want now, you know? Sometimes you have that man that runs your life and you lose yourself a little bit there, or any other relationship you're in, you know? So it's kind of like Mirepoix is also pulling her out of, you know, this whole end-all be-all about a man, and it's not about this, it's about you. Take care of yourself first, you know? Mirepoix's like, I'm going to regret this, I know I am. I'm going to regret this, I know I am. This right here, I loved filming this scene. My mother and I filmed this scene. My mother helped me film my character there, Bonnie Day. He's drunk, going around, depressed now, drinking his Patron. You gotta be real OG to just drink a Patron straight out of a bottle like that, you know what I'm saying? But he's just going now, he's out of it around Washington Square Park. It was really fun. It was a nice night. The moon was out. It was like a perfect setting for his feeling forlorn and feeling like my life is over. My life is over, you know? He couldn't take it. He just was like, what am I gonna do without Sofrita? She's been housing me, feeding my ego, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he's got the Timbs on, the Timbs New Yorker staple right there. I miss my Timbs. I have to get a new pair of Timbs. Bonnie Day, he kind of like just, you know, his character there really put some wear and tear on those Timbs. Timberlands. Going through the park there, we got the moon. Everything worked out so well. My mom filmed really, really great. Thanks, Mom. I love you. And this is funny too. There's a person back there actually walking behind me. and with her dog, and I think she really thought I was like an insane type of dude, and she just walked the other way. This was so great. I loved this part because everything really gelled in this scene. You know, the whole editing and twisted and just feeling like his life was over and that he was, you know, can I live, can I live? And seeing Sofrita, you know, like she's popping up in his mind and he's like, what is going on? I'm bugging. I know that wasn't real Patron, that was water. But you can still kind of taste like a little bit of Patron, like, you know, like the residue of what was left in the bottle. So when I'm really spitting that up, I'm like, ugh, you know, you can still kind of taste it. It's like Streetcar Named Desire moment. Stella! That's his moment, you know. I hope people got that reference. For some people that did. And it just, with the lamp and everything, it's just showing this lonely guy. You know, he was always coming off so tough and so... I just loved him, man. It was perfect, you know. All he has now is the light in that lamp to kind of like let him know that there is light on the other side of his darkness, you know. And so Frita pop up. Oh, yo, I love this. This was one of my favorites right here. This is cool, man. This is cool. This is really, really fun. I love that part. Came out perfect. This was cool to film. I just found some nice aerial footage that I recorded myself and parlayed it into their street life, you know. Took a shot of the Empire State Building and showing the photo shoot moment here, and it was cool. Here they're just having a good time, they're loving life. Mirepoix's doing her thug dizzle, she's doing her photo shoot. She's having such a great time. Giving it to you, she's working it. This was fun to do in editing too, you know, like putting bulb flashes in there and really giving it that oomph. Mirepoix thinks she's like so flexible, such a flexible model. And there's Sofrita, so excited. She's out in the night, you know, who rarely ever goes out at night. She's always home, usually waiting on Boni Day. But now, you know, she's getting herself together now, which is cool, you know. And this one. This is really fun to do. That shirt there on the top, the t-shirt is another revision apparel top by my sister Melanie. With the lion. That was cool. This is my brother, Big Hick. He plays basketball really well too. And now Boni Day encounters him after having that long drunken night. He feels like, oh, I got a friend I can talk to. Everything's gonna be great. Another handheld moment. He's like, yo, Big Hick, what's up? And Big Hick's like, oh God, I want no part of this. What you want, dude? My brother, you could tell he wanted to laugh there, you know, because there's people around, you know. It was so funny. And now it's like he's at the bar, like confessing to a pseudo bartender, you know, and it's just Big Hick, and Big Hick's like, look, man, I don't need to hear all this. What are you telling me all this for? And this is filmed in the back park of Chelsea, and the basketball court's back there. It's been there for a minute. And it was just mad cool to go out there late at night, film around Chelsea, man. Where we grew up, you know, where I grew up with my family, man. So now this is when Boni Day gets some insight into what's going on with Sofrita. She's being a little, you know, she's being on the IG there now. That was so funny. That was a cool Photoshop moment. And he's just like, she's being a thotty. She's being a thotty on the IG. You're gonna go find it now. And then, of course, Big Heck mentioned, you owe me money, don't forget. Yeah. The girl is still having a good time. Oh, Bonnie, they found him. I don't know how he found him so fast. We found him. And Sofrita's like, Bonnie, Dede? Oh my god. I think a part of her is a little like, oh my god, he found me. He's been looking for me. Like, she's a little happy about it. It was kind of messed up, you know? And so someone's just chilling there like, what is going on here? She's like, Mirpa, do something. Mirpa's like, Mirpa's so much tougher than Sofrita. So she gonna take care of business now. This scene was so funny to film, actually. Yeah, that was my mother's foot there that kicked me. And I just fell back on stunts. Now he's done. He'll shut up now. Now StephA sneaking in from from doing the private Beya job. She really didn't want Uncle to find out, but he's been there waiting to, like, you know, lecture her on making sure she does the right thing and the decent thing. I mean, it's no big deal, you know. It's an undercover detective show. It's just he thinks, you know, she's being ultra, you know, she's a woman, you know, she's grown. She should be able to do what she wants, and it's good work. It's not bad, you know. Busy lecturing her. That mask down there too, I wore that for like my Baila Conmigo cover art, you know. Message! So yeah, he gives her the whole scolding, lecturing, like, you know, you're gonna book really great work, decent work. I mean, even though that show was kind of cool, it was fun to do. She's like, alright, bye-bye. You know? Yeah, I'll take your advice, alright. Then, lo and behold, who should be there listening to this? Little Mello. Yep, lights out. And so done dizzle. Give him what he deserved. That's it for that episode 6, Breaking Night, season 1. Coming back with another episode, one more for season 1. Stay tuned.